Oh, my fellas here. You expensive. I love you. Hey, welcome to StarPuppy. Okay, in my last video, which was my drawn / illustrated natural hair journey, which actually was one of my favorite things to do. You guys are so sweet and had so many interesting things to say. I really appreciate it because drawing takes a long time. And I appreciated all the lovely thoughts and comments that you had to say. And one of the stages was the worst haircut ever. And I said that if y'all got me to 200 likes, I would tell you what happened. Well, we got to 200 likes, so I guess I have to tell you now. Let me just come clean before I start this video for real. I really like my hair today, and I'm gonna be staring at it in the viewfinder most of the video. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm staring at it right now. If you watched the natural hair video, then you know that I had been transitioning for a while. This second time I decided I really wanted to go for it. I wanted my first hairstyle to be a frohawk. You know, I'm not afraid to shave the sides of my head. I have a face that can handle that. I'm good. So I finally decided to go and get my mohawk. Now, I was in, search mode for a new stylist. I now know what to do to find a new stylist. I now have a checklist. This stylist was recommended by a friend of mine. Now, this friend has excellent hair. Is thick, ooh, you just wanna get in there and make a cave and live there. It's long and thick and raven, and oh my god, she has so many hairs. Give me your hairs. But the point is, she already has fantastic hair, and it is straight. We don't have the same type of hair. But this lady absolutely slayed my friend's hair. My god, she's excellent with straight hair. Now, my hair ain't straight. That should have been the first thing that I don't know. I like to believe that people can do things that you wouldn't expect them to be able to do, but now I'm a pessimist. Nobody's gonna touch my hair unless they have curly hair themselves. Absolutely not. Nope. I'm sorry if I keep moving around. The dog keeps barking at people that aren't there. Or maybe it's ghosts. Anyway, so my friend had an amazing pixie cut, which is what I wanted. It was an asymmetrical bob, and she had an undercut. Oh, it was amazing. And I wanted it on my head. But I'm a mohawk. We go in. I get an assessment with her, and she kind of just tells me what she's going to do, and she was very professional, very cool, tattoos everywhere. She had I forgot what color her hair was, but it wasn't a natural color. It was a blue and green, and I was just oh, I'm living for your style. And she had all these piercings and earrings, and I really like that style. I can't pull it off because I have this face. But I really enjoy that style, so I was ooh, she's really cool. Being cool doesn't make them the right stylist for you. This was the first time I had ever looked for another stylist. I had gone to the same stylist for my whole life. I didn't know what to expect from anyone else. Okay? I didn't know. Don't judge me. She shampoos me, and she deep conditions me, and she uses these salves and deep thick creams and beautiful products, and they smelled beautiful, lilacs and lavender and rosemary. I was oh my god, luxury. We were off to a pretty good start. And then we start cutting my hair, and that's where all the trouble began. I was freshly washed, and I didn't know anything about my own hair. If I had known anything about my own hair, I would have known that she should have detangled my hair at this point. But I didn't know anything about my hair, so I didn't know. I was just looking back. There were so many warning signs and none of us knew them. And again, to my friend, that woman was an excellent stylist, but not for me. And neither of us knew that, and it's not your fault. This is not on you at all. This has been a public service announcement. After she did not detangle my hair, she began immediately cutting with scissors. Does this hair look like it listens to scissors? This thing needs clippers, okay? What is scissors gonna do? So she starts shaping my hair. Meanwhile, my hair is still wet. So it's to my scalp because my hair was only about this long from my head with like little spindly processed ends. So you're not cutting the true length of my hair. There's a lot more happening. And then the comments start. And that's when my heart started sinking. She said things like, oh wow, your hair is really thick. I mean, that's good, but she sounded like surprised, like thick didn't sound like thick, it sounded like, your hair is a surprising texture and I am surprised and a little afraid and I don't know what I'm doing and I should say something and be a professional instead of butchering your hair, but I'm going to continue because I want that money and also I don't want to be embarrassed. She just kept cutting, and as it progressed, you could tell that she was losing confidence. The snips were more hesitant. Here? Hesitant. I should have known! She said what I knew was going to happen. She said, not one, not two, 3 realies. Your hair is really, really, really curly. People only say things 3 times when something bad is happening. Yeah, it's really curly. It's what you call kinky. It's what you call nappy. Yeah, it is. And I think she thought my hair was curly. It's not as kinky. There is a difference. And she said, ooh, she was still snipping very hesitantly. And she said, the thing that made me want to slide out of her chair and bolt out the door. Get this. Wow, it's curly all the way to the root. Yeah, I don't think she'd ever done a black person's hair before. No! Dude, what? No, you can't say that now. And I just sat there because the damage had already been gone. By the way, my hair was already like this with like 1 inch of like shrunken hair on my head, and she had snipped off all the processed ends. There was no hiding it. My hair, so much of my hair was already gone. It was just gone. There was no. And that's another thing. I've watched a lot of these haircut horror stories, and oftentimes we as women are just so afraid to offend someone or speak up for ourselves in one of these situations where someone is literally cutting away our glory. And we just let them. Oh, why didn't I say anything? I don't know. Now, I'll walk out of someone's salon because you know how long it took me to grow that hair back? 2 years. Back to the story. When she said that, I knew I was screwed. Screwed, screwed, screwed. She may have cut a person with curly hair, maybe not kinky curly, and certainly this was the first head of kinky hair she'd ever seen up close. And maybe she was really delighted by the fact that she got to touch it with my permission, since that seems to be a thing. She experimented on me. She experimented. It was literally a crew cut. A crew cut. 1 centimeter. 1 inch. No fade either. You think the story is over. No, no, no. Seeing what she had done to my hair, seeing that it was the worst possible outcome, says to me, so the cut I think is where it needs to be, but in order to make it look sleek, I think I need to give you a lineup. I then allowed her to proceed. Why? I think I was at the verge of tears at this point because I was facing the mirror the whole time. It's like, have you ever been in a dream where you're like tied to something, you can't run away, or like you're running faster but you're going slower? It's just, she gives me a lineup. The clippers come out. Oh, so you have clippers. And she proceeds to give me a lineup which is literally my father's hair line. Is she kidding? No, she's not. I know that people in 2016 took the word literally and applied it to things that are non-literal. I need you to come here, come here, come closer. I need you to understand, literally. Straight across. This high, straight down. I will remember you. Will you remember me? This woman literally cut off my edges. All of them. All of them! If you've seen my videos, you know I don't care about edges. Or so I thought. I have buckshots everywhere. I do not attempt to lay. They do not lay. I care not what they do, but I do care that they're there. And I have a very small feminine face. And that man hairline ruined it all. So you're probably wondering, Danielle, it is not that bad. Okay. I'm going to show you a picture. Are you ready? No. This is what happened. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it was the worst. Do you know how much that haircut was? $80. You can say whatever you want in the comments, but you can't out-cuss me cussing myself out. Oh my God. I was heartbroken. I was in tears. I cried about that for like 2 days straight because not only did I spend so much money, but it was literally the least beautiful I have ever felt. And I have had hair that short before. It wasn't the shortness, it was the style. It was the experience. It was watching someone ruin my hair and not saying anything, paying for it. And she hugged me. And her coworkers, their game face was so strong when I walked out of that salon because they had seen me when I came in, bright and smiling, and when I left, I had on the straightest face I could manage at the time, which was something like this. You may think the story's over now. Wrong again. You're like, what else could happen? Did she steal your firstborn? I think like a week, maybe a few weeks later, I found out that that stylist got fired from her salon for racist comments on her Facebook towards Black people. That explains everything. So a confirmed racist butchered my hair and got my money. Oh no. And I can laugh about it now, but I still want my money back. But I think it's more fun that she got fired. So the moral of the story is don't be like me. Please speak up for yourself, because that's your hair and you're the one who has to wear it. Go ahead and like this video. I totally want to do more story times. I kind of like getting to like 200 likes. Let's try to get this one to 200 likes too. And I'll do another story time. And I'm going to try a poll right here or here. It's gonna appear, okay? Just watch out. Should I do a story time next time on before I met Jason? I was very thirsty. Would you like that to be the next week's video, or my con experience, including one time where I ended up in a BDSM dungeon? So thirst trap days or BDSM dungeon at a convention. Vote now! If this is your first time on the channel, I hope you enjoyed my story time. Subscribe here. I know that you guys are not getting notifications when the new videos are going up. It's because of this stupid bell thingy. So go ahead and click that if you would, please, like right now. StarPuppy away! Will you remember me? My edges, they flew.